I lied. I took one more order. It is Thursday afternoon. I wanted to get on Doordash because we were at 69%. Nothing available. So what did I do? The same trick as last night, which was there was busy on Marco Island. So I hit dash along the way to Marco Island. While dashing along the way to Marco Island, I got this lousy, pathetic $2 and change order for 4 miles. So I accepted the order. It got us to 70% and platinum. And I immediately canceled the order because it's completely not the direction I want to go. It's not even close to being worth my time. So sometimes you just gotta play the game of what you need to do. So make sure though you're keeping an eye on your acceptance rate if you're gonna do things like that. I went from 98% to 97%. I'm gonna reposition back downtown, but I now have Dash anytime. I am not stopping here at accepting every order. I wanna have a huge buffer. My goal is to get as close to 100% acceptance rate for now to start the trial. Again, this is only because I'm producing content for you and I wanna be able to give this the best possible chance to last in this platinum tier for as long as possible. We are live and active on the platinum tier. We got this $15 for 8 mile. This, believe it or not, is not a platinum tier. I don't know, do you guys get these offers in your market? We get a lot of these. But the good news is the 8 miles is a great direction. And there's not a lot of parking here, but we practice our principle of turning enemies into friends. Talk to the valet. They let me just park for a couple minutes in a valet spot. It saved us 10 minutes of parking and having to walk there. And then we did get a platinum add-on from Lake Park Diner, which is on the way. It's only adding like 1 mile for $6 plus. We got both of those dropped off. Our $6 plus had a huge hidden tip on it, which is awesome. For our first delivery, we ended up with something like $31 in 40 minutes. That's close to like a $45 an hour pace. We then got this $7 for 5 mile Papa John's. This is an order that if I were cherry picking, I would probably pass on because the drop-off location isn't great, the dollars to mile isn't great. But on the other hand, there is something to be said for staying busy. Well, that took 10 minutes, so we won't get this done in the hour. I could have timed it out, I had the option, but it's not that bad that I really want to spend it on those. Save my timed outs for the really bad orders. We got the Papa John's dropped off, and then we got hit with this dinky little $5 for 3 mile Taco Bell. After dropping off the Taco Bell, we drove back towards downtown, got this Komun Thai Sushi, $8, 8 miles. Again, it's not horrible, but it's not great, and it certainly doesn't feel like anything that I'm getting priority for. Multi-apping to the rescue. On our way to that, we grabbed a Chick-fil-A. It's $9 and it's going almost all the same miles we were already driving, plus 1 or 2 more. And then we're gonna reposition back towards downtown. We just got this order from Turco Taco, $5 for 2 miles. It's a priority order, but it's not really a great order. And enjoy the sight of the moon following sunset. Dropped that off, immediately got another $5 for 2 mile order. Sat in a parking lot for a few minutes and finally got this Chipotle order, which we're gonna deliver, but I think we're gonna be done. This takes us far away from anything good. We are at 76%. First night on Platinum Dasher, 4.5 hours, $83.83, less than $20 an hour. It's Friday night, we are back at it again. We have done a few orders earlier today. We got an order at the Costco drop. We had an order for lunchtime, and we did get a platinum offer right away from Uncle Julio's Mexican, and about 30 seconds later it was stacked with another platinum offer, both 6 plus, short mileage for, we don't know how many dollars till we deliver. And then we also were able to grab this Chipotle from Uber Eats, so everything is picked up. We got the orders from Chipotle and Uncle Julio's all dropped off. Not after too long, we got a platinum order, $6 plus from Bar Tulia.
So I got to the restaurant and they said, someone already picked up the restaurant, and I went back to this park out of the way, called Doordash to explain. They said, can you have them remake the order? And they said, sure, we'll remake the order. And I just waited and waited and waited. And another 20 minutes went by, 25 minutes went by. When the order had been stolen, the restaurant had decided to make it right away again. And then when Doordash paid them to remake the order, then it got remade a second time. So they ended up making the same order 3 times. Once was stolen, once the freshest last one that was made, I delivered to the customer. And the third one, they said, well, you can just enjoy it.
Got everything dropped off. It turned out to be a $12 order for all that hassle. We are pulling into Papa John's. We got a $5 cash on delivery order. That was then stacked with another $5 for 2-mile order. The cash on delivery, I've been averaging about a $10 cash tip. We dropped off that first Papa John's cash on delivery. They gave us $33. So it's about a $4.50 tip plus $5 base pay, so $9.50. Dropping off that second Papa John's was a travesty. There was no gate code, no way to get in. The pin didn't work where it was supposed to be. We finally got it dropped off, but it took way too long. We were able to grab this Grubhub. It was a double, but we just kept one of the two, the one that brought us back to our downtown zone. We got the Mr. Tequila order dropped off for Grubhub. We got $9. So that was pretty good considering they were all kind of dead miles. Second night in a row arriving at Turco Taco as the moon is chasing the sun. I'm quite happy because we sat for a few minutes and got nothing until we got this platinum order for Turco Taco. That's the way we want it to be. I don't want to have my time filled with little orders missing big ones. I'd rather sit and just wait and get sent a good one when there is a good one. After dropping off at Turco Taco, we got this McDonald's, $6 for 4 miles. It does keep us in our downtown zone. Platinum tier, 4 hours, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on a Friday night. We made $83.92, multi-apping, but taking every Doordash order sent to us. If you're not going to cherry pick, basically everything has to be perfect for you to hit 25 an hour. You're going to have to pass on the things that take you far away from your main zone unless the dollars to mile are really, really good. I'm still working on my rating climb here, so I'm at 85%. While I was recording that last video, it sent me a Turco Taco order, but then the app froze and I missed it. Then I just ended up sitting for a few more minutes, got nothing else. Turned off, turned on Earn by Time, finally got this double Cheesecake Factory. We dropped that pair of Cheesecake Factory orders off. Both had decent tips that paired well with the better base pay on Earn by Time. We got $18.50 for 35 minutes. That's one of our better drop-offs that we've had all Friday night. We immediately got hit with this Culver's that's taking us back down towards our main stretch downtown. I find it funny that we struggled to do 25 an hour during the main supper rush doing earn per offer, and the first hour on Earn by Time we got 26 in an hour. Just goes to show you the huge difference that the large higher base pay makes in all of this. You have higher base pay, even if you don't have great tips, all the base pay makes up for it. There's more than one way to get to 25 an hour. You just gotta mix and match and figure out what works in your market. Back at Papa John's for a Doordash pickup. Just a single pizza. I was just about to go home, but we got this $18 for 11-mile La Trattoria order. There's a lot of stuff in it, a lot of expensive stuff. So we're gonna do that and then probably work our way back home after that. Probably gas up on the way. What in the Taco Bell Nation is this? After dropping off that order, we immediately got this Taco Bell order, $11 for 7 miles. So after doing absolutely nothing all night, Uber Eats comes with back-to-back late-night double-digit orders. We are gassing up to end the night. We will be using the Upside app. I think we're getting something like 23 cents a gallon cash back. This is going to be another $3 in our pockets. There's an affiliate link down below that gets you a boost for the first time if you use that code. It also supports us as well. Another way that you can support us, if you haven't done so yet, is you can sign up for our Patreon. So there's a free tier and there's also just a $5 a month tier. We do lots of behind the scenes footage, extra videos. We're gonna do some early releases on there eventually as well. We are ending the day at 89% acceptance rate on Doordash. We're gonna probably cap out either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm guessing somewhere in that 95 to 98% range. Back at it today again. It is Saturday lunchtime. I didn't get out super early today. Tired from last night. But we took on Doordash a flower order and immediately canceled it. Again, we only took it because we're on our acceptance rate climb, but I was not going to do $10 for 14 miles going way far away from everything. Got this Panda Express.
When we arrived at Panda Express, it's in the mall, and the mall's open, but all the lights in Panda Express is out because they were just finishing doing a huge catering order for a Honda dealership. They were way behind, and the order I had, I was the 4th person into the order, so that's why probably the base pay on this is pretty high. It's $14 miles, which makes it a great order, but that doesn't, in this case, mean there's a great tip on it.
Yeah, it turned out to be a $13 order, and over $11 is base pay. Which means, Doordash, you can do it. You can offer high base pay. You just choose not to. On our way back to downtown, we got this Papa John's, $11 for 2 miles. And the theme of the day seems to be waiting for orders, and so that was exactly the case. They were super backed up. The pizza wasn't even in the oven yet. But I did wait for it until it got done. We got it dropped off and delivered. We got a flowers order with it being Mother's Day Eve. $7 for 7 miles. So they love their mama, but not that much. Just kidding. It is a pretty bouquet. Let's see if I can show it to you. I still don't like delivering flowers or balloons. We grabbed this $10 for 3 mile from the Best Breakfast Company on Uber Eats and got it dropped off. We took a little break, but we just did a Costco order. It was like 9 items for $21. It is going to 2 places. After dropping that order off from Costco, just after we passed Fresh Market, we got a $30 Fresh Market order for about 30 items. By the time we got there, she had added a couple more items, got us close to like $36 for 35 items. And then while we were shopping, a couple more items were even added. So I don't know exactly, it's probably about a $40 order. It took us just about an hour to shop. I had a really hard time finding a couple of things, but I did find them because when there's a good tip, you search extra hard for items that might be missing. We dropped off that Fresh Market order. The lady was really nice, wished her a happy Mother's Day. Then we headed back towards downtown, turned on Doordash, got this $14 for 9 mile Chick-fil-A. It seems very high for what is in it. 2 drinks, 2 fries, and a chicken nugget. Well, the order was there. We'll find out if this is high base pay or high tip. It turned out to be just a really great tipper, so we are super appreciative of that tip. Got a junky order. The only redeeming part to this order is the drop-off is right in our main downtown zone, so they were miles I was gonna drive. I even picked a route back that intentionally didn't take me past Little Caesars. I got nothing for 15 minutes. I get a Papa John's order, $7 for 5 miles, nowhere near where I am. We got this $10 for 3 mile Tokyo Thai sushi. We dropped off that Tokyo Sushi Thai. I almost wiped out as I was walking down the sidewalk and I heard laughing from inside. Anyway, that was embarrassing. Then I got this monstrosity of an order, $17 for 14 miles to make a giant loop going 8 miles north to pick up something. 2 stops, 2 shop and delivers. Hey, we finally got a good order. This is on our way to pick up those 2 for Doordash. We got a $23 from Seoul Korean restaurant going 13 miles, the same miles we have to drive plus some more, but we'll take it. Everything is dropped off from all of those orders. Our second order from Seoul Korean, it's kind of a mess, but we even got an extra $7 cash tip. Who needs Platinum Dasher when you keep getting bangers on Uber Eats? Finally coming alive, we just got a $10 for 2 mile. We also found out that we had a huge hidden tip on our delivery earlier from the sushi Thai place. It has been great for the last 2 to 3 hours here. Uber Eats keeps sending us some bangers. We just got an $18, it's 2 pickups, 2 drop-offs, but for this time of night, like 10 o'clock, that's great. About 12 hours work total for the day, about 260, but we've got some pending tips and potential hidden tips still on Uber, so give or take about $22 an hour. We are ending today at 97%. Full disclosure, we had a Culver's order earlier and they tip baited us hardcore. It was at least an $8 tip, probably more, and they just removed the whole thing. Do better, Uber Eats. Don't allow this. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. It's right around 5 o'clock. I just coming out for the first time because we did church stuff this morning and family celebration and rest time this afternoon. Turned the app on and I just got pounded on every single app. It looks like I can be pretty picky tonight, which is kind of the plan. I still grabbed this first Papa John's, $6 for 3 miles, because it was just the miles I had to drive to downtown anyway, and then immediately got stacked with a 10 plus for 4 miles. I'm actually going to deliver the 10 plus first because it is the bigger order and because the drop off for the other one is closer to downtown. That second one is still in the up. That brought me to 98% from this point forward because I know of at least 2 times that I missed offers, so that's the highest my acceptance rate should be. I am cherry picking for the rest of Mother's Day. All right, we dropped those 2 off. We had a hidden tip on that one. That 10 plus was actually a $13 plus the 6. So we ended up right around $19, $20. It took 40 minutes to deliver those 2. We got a $20 for 12 miles from a brand new place. Sea Monkey Tavern and Bar, and there's crab legs. Love crab legs. You a crab leg fan? All right, we got everything dropped off. We made $40 in the first 70 minutes, which is a great start. And then a bunch of junk orders came in. It felt so good to hit that decline button for the first time in so long. I know you've been following this ratings climb, but just here's the reality of the situation. I went from a 98% acceptance rate to a 92% acceptance rate in about 10 minutes. Because every single decline drops me a point now. We then grabbed this $15 for 2 mile Publix order for 17 units, but only 7 items. It matches our goal of $1 an item, $2 a mile, and $15 an order for shopping pays. That's so bright. We dropped off that order from Publix. 2 hours in, we're at like $55, which is great. We then got this Lake Park Diner 6 plus for a couple of miles. And then we immediately stacked it with a Napoleon on the Bay Pizzeria, $14 for 5 miles. So they're both picked up. We got everything dropped off and no issues. We just got this pickup for La Trattoria. It's like $12 for 5 miles. Dropped off at La Trattoria. Apparently there was a quest going on, a bonus $2 for 2 orders being completed that we unlocked. So we always take free money when it's sent our way. Headed back downtown, sat a few minutes, got this Turco Taco Platinum order, $9 for 5 miles. Nothing great because the drop-off's not the greatest. I generally don't like this drop-off, but we're getting kind of past the main supper rush, so I'd rather do this than sit around, I think, at this point. So we took it, and we're gonna see. Somebody's angry out there, I guess. We got the Turco Taco order dropped off. On our way there, we picked up this Publix order, $20 for 11 miles. Again, not ideal, but we're getting to the point of the night where we just want to keep moving and making money. We got to Publix and the store was closed. So we called Publix to get that batch taken care of. At least we got the batch pay, which was $13. So $13 for just driving back downtown. That's not too bad. And then we got this $12 for 5 mile on Grubhub, our first Grubhub of the day. Our total for the 4 hours from 5:11 to 9:11, that 4-hour time slot, was $117. That was like almost $30 an hour over the 4-hour supper rush. It's kind of almost like the good old days. It's amazing what you can do when you can cherry pick. We passed on a handful of Doordash orders. Got no Grubhub or Uber Eats orders, but then we snagged this $16 going a half a mile order from CVS. think it's just going to one of our hotels downtown. I was a little slow shopping that. I'm tired. It's late in the day. But we got everything done. We had to do a couple of replacements, but she was really good with her communication. We dropped everything off. It was the leave at the front desk of the hotel, but she came down and saw us anyway. Was super thankful. And she even increased the tip a couple of dollars. So we always appreciate that. We love our awesome customers that are out here. This ended up being a $19 order for us. I got earned by time on Doordash. This is gonna be my last order of the night. Got a Papa John's on Doordash, earned by time. So it's about like 10 miles and it's 2 pizzas. Hopefully there'll be a tip on it too, but I think we're gonna go drop that off and that's gonna be my last one. I lied. I took one more order. It's a $30 order, also from Papa John's. It's going all the way to Marco Island. But for $30, when I was already at the restaurant and I'm already driving about 5 or 6 of those miles from here for that Doordash one, I'm taking it. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I don't know, $30 for 15 miles, even though I gotta drive about 8 more back, so 30 for 23, but on top of what I'm already doing with Doordash. I don't know, would you have taken it? Let me know down in the comments, but since it's Sunday night and the payout is tomorrow, I'm taking it. The Doordash order had a $7 tip on it, which made that order $13 plus. In less than 7 hours, 6 3/4 hours, something like that, we made $199 and change. This was by far the best supper and late night that we've had in a long time. The end of the rating climb series for now. Let me know if you like this. Maybe someday I'll be super crazy and do a rating climb on Uber Eats or Grubhub.